Okay, this is going to be a bit of a longer video since I am doing the textures as well, and there will probably be some trial and error, and you're just going to see all that as it happens. I'm probably not going to cut anything because I don't want to. So, um, we're going to start by replacing the Mace of Ambitions with Mjolnir from God of War. Uh, so what you want to do is you want to go on the Crimson Desert database page and find whatever weapon you're going to be doing. So, going to Mace of Ambitions. So this is it. This is the one I know I have in game, so I wanted to get it. So now that I know a name, I know what to look for in CD Forge. Now, if you don't have the particular item you want to change, best thing to do is get the Swiss Army knife save editor from Nexus Mods. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Nexus Mods. This right here. Use this. Where is... Use this. You go to in-game, go and sell any random item to a vendor, save the game, open this, go to the repurchase or buyback tab at the bottom after loading your save. You know what, I'll just show you. Save editor. There you go. So it's going to take a minute to load. Mine's not currently up to date because I haven't needed it in a little bit, but it's all the same. Alright, so you're going to go in here, File, Auto Find, that'll find your current save in game. It'll load, takes a second. Alright, you're going to go down here to repurchase. You're going to find whatever item you just sold to the vendor, or if you already have items in there, that works too. Go to Add Vendor. There are no items, so it won't let me do it right now. But you go to Add Vendor, you type in the name of the weapon you want, you click that weapon, and then you click on the item that's in here that you're replacing. You go to File, you go to Save. And then while you're still in the game, reload that save, and it will swap the item in the store to the new item that you want. So say if I sold a random sword and I changed it to the Mace of Ambitions in here, when I reload the save, that vendor will now have the Mace of Ambitions in the repurchase tab. Alright, so I already have the files I need just so I know I have them to do this mod, but we are going to re-grab a bunch of them. So figure out whatever item it is, whatever model you need from online, find it however you find your models, get their textures. So I have my textures that the game came with. This is what they were originally called. I renamed them for my own sake, or maybe, no, that's not what they were originally called. It's what I've renamed them. This is just to keep them safe. You get your model. In my case, it's an FBX. And then you want to CD Forge, open Crimson Forge, and let it load up. It will also take a bit. Like I said in the last video, my computer is about 6 years old now, I believe, so it's not top of the line anymore. So it's a little slow, but it still plays everything I needed to play, and it does everything I needed to do, so why bother? Alright, so we have... Oh, it's still loading. I'm going to give it a minute. It can be a little slow. This is a wonderful tool, and I am very grateful to people that created it. I use it all the time. Usually just bounce my mouse back and forth until the buttons highlight at the appropriate time. There we go. Alright, so you just go in here and you can type in the actual name. A submission. So this is our pack file. This will have our model in it. Right click, export to OBJ, and pick where you want it to go. So I would have put it in Molnir files, so we'll put it in tutorial. Select folder. Okay. And then I also need the XML and the DDS for the icon. Don't know why there's an R version. I'm sure it has something to do with something. So we're gonna uncheck all. Select that one, select that one. We're gonna go up here, change our folder destination to the tutorial, extract selected. Okay, where is... So now they're in here. That's the XML. There's the icon. Now this should just open if it's exported from here, even though they changed their naming that encoded it before. If you still want to be able to access it as codebase, just change that, change the name of that, hit yes, reopen, and now it's like that. And then before you put it back in your mod, just change it back. Alright, so we go from there. Now we need the actual item textures, which don't show up under the name Mason Ambitions. So just go to your XML in here. You can find the names here. So you have your N, your DISP, your O, your MA, and your MG. So just highlight this part, copy, paste it in here, textures, there we go. And find the ones, if there are any wrong ones, that match what you're looking for. There we go. Deselect all. Check. Check. Alright, and then you can extract those. So now they should be in character, and yep, here they are, right next to the XML. Alright, so you have all that. Exit out of this for now, we'll come back to it later. I'm gonna open Blender. File, import, you want to import the original OBJ first. We're going to do tutorial OBJ. So here it is, and we see that it is breaking up into 3 parts. And it has its own material. Each part has a material. Alright. Sometimes it's all one, sometimes it's broken up. You're just going to have to remember which is which. Alright, now we're going to add new collection, highlight collection, and import our placer model. So linear FEX. Alright. So we need to section this up into 3 parts. So highlight it, edit mode. We're going to do the hammer as one part. So put your mouse over it, hit L, hit P, selection, rename, hammer. And go back to the other part. I want to grab the handle and make it all one thing, but since it's all faces, it's not going to grab right now. So you go over up to next to edit mode, you change it to faces. Now you hit L while on the faces and it grabs them. Hit P, selection, rename, handle. Excuse my spelling, if I spell something wrong, deal with it. Alright, now we're going to go back to on there. Go back to vertexes. Make sure that there's nothing else. It's not grabbing the handle or the hammer. Nope. Okay. We're just going to rename that. Trim for now. Alrighty. Object mode. Now we can get this to where we want it. Probably would have been better to do this as one beforehand, but that's all good. Alright. And then I'm going to get this to line up with about where it is in game. Let's say it's pretty good. Scale it up a little bit, although scaling it down because the handle is tiny as hell might actually be a better idea. We're gonna see. I might change it later if it doesn't look right. I'll go. Fuck it. Make it bigger. Alright, we'll deal with the handle problem later if we need to. Alright, so once you got that about where you want it, you need to transfer some stuff over. First, we have our UV maps, yep. So, I'm gonna copy these. Actually, make a third collection. Control C, go to the third collection, Control V, nope, wrong button, Control V, move that over there. That way it keeps its UV maps that we're going to need. And another step. Alright, so now that we have that, back to collection 2. So we're going to highlight the hammer, and click the hammer. Then we're going to hold shift, click one of the parts on here. Then we're going to hit Control J. That transfers all the data from this to this, or this model to this data, whichever way it works. Next, we're going to grab the handle. We're going to go to this handle, shift, click, and then Control J. Then we're going to do the frill to, no, so trim, and then shift, click the other object, Control J. Now everything is out of collection 2 because these are all now connected. So we can delete collection 2. Delete. Alright, now we need to get rid of this mesh. So we're going to go from object mode to edit mode. Highlight, Control plus to select everything that is attached. Delete vertices, and just keep doing that until everything's gone. Like I said in my other video, there may be a better way to do this. I am not an expert in Blender. I use it when I need it. Alright, so now that we have that done, we need to transfer UV mapping, because if you look, now this has no mapping. So, yeah. So we want to do the item that needs the mapping, shift to the item that has it, click. So the item that needs it is dark orange, the item that has it is light orange. What's the button here? It's not just, no, it's not. Control L? Transfer mesh data, no. Copy UV maps, there we go. You do that. Now, this has its UV map. So, the object you want, the object that has it, Control L, copy UV map. Now this has it. So now we need the handle. Yep. Alright. Once again, swap to edit mode, vertices, L, object. Alright, I gotta find which one of these is. So, the handle core, and which one of these is the handle core. Okay, so click, shift, click, nope, that's wrong. Shift, I gotta find a way to click that without clicking this. Oh, I guess I would just delete this then. Alright. Oh, that doesn't look right. Well, I guess it is. Well, I guess I didn't get that handle fully done, but it'll work out just fine, so it's not really a big deal. Alright, so you got that. Shift, click, Control, L, copy UV map. Alright. Now everything should be UV mapped. So now we can delete this. Get rid of collection 3. Get out of UV mode. Alright, now we need to transfer these to make sure they're all in their correct material and don't have anything extra on them. So, delete all near text. No. There we go. Delete all near texture. Delete Molnar texture. Alright. I got that. Now, lower this back down to where it's about center. You can always fine tune and adjust hand placement later. Alright, then you want to hit Control A, all transformed, bring the point back up. Alright, you want to hit A to select all, go to File, and then Export, OBJ. Boom. Alright, so we need to do exhibition. We want to click that so we get the right name. And then put it here. Just select it only. And triangulated mesh. And that should be good. That'll save. Now we're going to do new, general, don't. I'm going to load it in just to make sure it's okay. And it's got everything right. Import FBX on there. wrong one, sorry. Import obj. Alright. It's got UV maps. It's got materials. So we're good there. Alright. Exit. Alright, so now we need to re-import the model so that we can make a mod. So back to CD Forge. And while that is loading, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I may cut that out. I may not. I'd like to leave it as unedited as possible. I'll go back in here. Mason Ambition. Pack. Right click. Import obj ship to app. And you find your obj. So Molnar as Mace. And name it whatever you want. Ambition. Molnar as Mace Ambition. Me, blah 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 blah. Make sure you have that. Make sure your mod manager zip small. Generate. And you tell it where you want it to put it. So for me, Molnar mod save. Give it a second. There we go. We're done with this. Go back here. mod. So now if we just import this to the game, we'll see the model without textures on it. So we will go ahead and do that. So as far as mod manager goes, I've tried all three here and there. Right now, I would recommend DMM. So let's find boom, DMM. So that would be this mod manager here. It is just all around in general a better mod manager that handles fixing problems that your mods may have with each other better than the rest of them do. So check it out and definitely try it. Alright, so game appears modified outside of, oh yeah, I have so I was testing something last night. Go ahead and open that up. Bring that over. Boom, boom, boom. Uninstall. Yes. Alright. Do this again. I'll load up. Mod. I'm just going to grab that, drag it in here. Boom. Mount. And start game. See how it goes. The main reason I picked the Base Ambition for the model swap is because it has a fire effect when you hit things, and I think that just works nicely with the hammer. As far as I know, there's not one that has a lightning effect or anything, but you can always change that kind of stuff. Let's see. Bring this back over here. The same person that makes the Swiss Army knife save editor also makes a mod editor, and you can create your own item effects, weapon effects. You can change all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, I don't have my other mods on right now. I'll put it back on in a minute. Otherwise, that would be Buster Sword, Shield of Fire, and the Master Sword on here right now. Because it thinks they're still in from the other one, so it's kind of messed up right now. Alrighty. So this. So there we go. We got the model. And it is massive. And honestly, I might keep it big. I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, so we know that works. Save. Exit. Alright. What next? So, first thing you want to do is you want to go to your original weapon files. You want to go into your XML. I'm going to make some changes. And I like to have the coded. There we go. Now, I am going to be following along with some videos that I was given explaining how to do some of this from Medeo. Where is... Okay, so, sorry, I had to cut content because something on Nexus Mod showed up that was not appropriate. Medeo here has been helping me on Discord figure some of this stuff out, and I'll be following some little short clips that he gave me, because I still haven't memorized the process yet. But he's the one that made the Berserk Dragon Slayer sword, and he makes other mods for other games as well, so he's working on this stuff too. So we want to bring up our XML. And we're going to be editing a few things. Now, I know that we want to take our MA color blend masks. Yeah. So we want to swap our color blend mask from the MA to overlays. So copy, swap, copy, paste. I want to do that. Make this full size. And we want to do the index values for I think it's 9, 10, and 11. Right? Grime, scratch rough, and scratch metallic. There is no scratch. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. So instead we're going to do 11, 12, 13. You want to do, and most of them it's been 9, 10, 11, but it's the third, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, it's like the last grime, and then your scratch roughness and scratch metallics, you want to swap to 0 value. 0, 0, 0. Alright, got that down. Then we're going to go down and you want to find your dye detail layer color masks. And you want to swap them to 8 Fs in a row, the value. All 3 of them. Alright, then we need to find the, here we go again, grime, scratch, scratch. It's just going to be grime and scratch metallic in this one. We're swapping to 0, 0, leave tent color alone. Let's see, I need to change, back up, see if there's another MA in here. It needed to be, it's overlay. That's overlay. MA. Underscore. Overlay. And then copy. paste that in there. Alright, so yeah, 0, 0. Alright, next clip. Got the F's. Swap that to overlay. Yep, and then we did 0, 0. Yep. Alright, next clip. So this is why I said this would be taking a little longer, because I'm following along with his short clips. That way I just know that I'm doing it right. I don't want to do anything wrong for you guys. Alright, next is the grind. Nope, we want the dye again. So there we go. Dyeing colors. I'm gonna swap these to F's again. I believe this is because it sets the dye layers to 0. That way the dye colors don't affect the texturing. Alright, then do another MA. Yeah. Overlay. Copy. Paste for MA. So since MA is actually our main color texture, I want to make sure that it's set right. I'm going to go down here, and we want to go back to the grind value. 0, scratch, 0, scratch metallic, 0. And then we're going to go back down here to the dyeing detail and do our F's again. Copy, paste, paste. Alright, and that should be good. We might have to come back in here and change something again later if I missed something or did something wrong. But for now, save, exit, rename to the underscore version. Yes. Copy. Alright, so we got that. So now we're going to mods. Going to unpack this. Alright. I'm going to put this in here with the pack file. Then we need to make our textures folder. Textures, that's where the textures go, and here we need to make a UI folder, and there, textures folder, and that's where the icon will go when we edit the icon. See files, manifest. Alright, so might as well do the icon now. Grab the image to use. Yeah, that's fine. I believe it was this one. So, using this person's Kim Nguyen's model. So boom, boom. We're going to print screen. Alright, and we're going to grab the icon from here, open with paint.net, file new, okay, paste that in. Alright, select all this, delete it to see if we get lucky. Nope. So eraser. It's probably a better way to do half the things I'm doing, but I'm the person making the tutorial, so this is how we're doing it. Oop. At least the fact that I know very little about the tools I'm using means that other people that know very little about the tools they'd have to use as beginner modders will have an easier time following, and master people that really know how to use these tools will just be able to do it quicker themselves. So that's good for them. I'm going to shrink this down a bit more. I'm not going to get it perfect, because the icons are pretty small in the game. You can't really see it all that well. As long as the border of it is transparent, it should be fine. Alright, that is good enough for a tutorial. Select, grab it, Control C to copy, come in here, paste it, keep canvas size. Do not change the size of your icons. Things go badly. We're going to put it in like this, then we're going to tilt it because all weapons are tilted in the game. I'll leave it like that. Alright. File, save as, DDS, that name, we're going to go mod, UI, texture, save. Alright, and then I have to look up, let's see, icons DC3, linear DTX5. Go. Okay. And now go into the mod file. And there it is. Alright. textures, right? Not texture. That's the nope, texture, not textures. Nope. Fix that. Alrighty. Next is building the texture files themselves, which is the most annoying part for me. So you want to grab your originals. Now when you get textures from a model online or make them yourself, whatever, they might not come named like this, or you might have made them named differently. For my own mind's sake, I renamed them to this just to match. So if it helps you, also do the same. Albedo, the slightly darker with color, specular, the main image. You know, your AO should be the whiter with black. Gloss should be somewhat gray or metallic, and your normal should be blue and shiny that you're going to get from the models. And you're going to want to drag all those into some kind of photo editor. I am using Photoshop. Alrighty, so now I am going to go through watching his video on this, so bear with me. I'm going to start with the grabbing the albedo, going into the specular, image, mode, grayscale. Ooh, nope, wrong. I'm just going to leave it like this for now, I guess. Screw it. Alright, and we're going to paste it in. And we're going to change this to lighten, I believe. Yeah, lighten. We're going to go to this, right click, and merge visible. Alright, we're going to grab the AO file, copy that, back into specular, paste that in. I believe we're changing this to multiply. And then merge visible. File, save as, DDS. And we want to go to where we're actually putting them. So new DDS textures is what I'm doing for now. I'm working on a scripted bot that does all this for you. It's not flawless yet, so we're not using it. Alright, I want to save, and we want, I believe BC3 and color alpha, right? Yeah, okay. So that goes there. Now that should be in here. Alright, cool. So then we can get rid of the specular and the albedo. Don't need them anymore. Alright. Now we're working with Class. Copy. Alright. Ooh. I don't know what I did there. Select all. Copy. Bringing it into the AO, I believe. Go to channels. And we're going to drop it into the red channel, so it should turn somewhat blue. And then you could drop it into other ones to change slide texturing more, but the blue is what usually shows up properly in game. So I got that all done. Make sure they're all selected. And then we're going to do save as, DDS, file, save as, DDS. Bum, 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 bum. DDS, save. And I believe these are also BC3 and color, yes. Alright, so that's now in there. Get rid of the AO. Go to normal, and I believe this just gets saved as a DDS. Yeah. File, save as. DDS. Save. We want it to be normal map, BC, that's BC5. Normal map, BC5, 8BPP. Okay. Now that's in there, and it is changed to its gold, which is what it should be for the game. And now we are done with this. Hopefully. We don't have to come back. Alright. From there, we need to open Video Texture Tools Exporter. And we're going to grab you. We're going to start dragging these in and changing them through here. So, first is the specular. PC1. RGB, I believe. Yeah. Save as. DDS. Boom. Save. Alright, then we want to drag in this one. And we're gonna make it same BC1. We're gonna make it BC1 color. Yep. Save. DDS. Save. And then phallic. It's gonna be BC5U, I believe. Save. DDS. Save. Alright, so we got that done. And then we still need a disp file, which I keep not making. Oh, and we also need the... I have not messed with these before, so we're gonna see how they do. I'm gonna go with just standard BC7 color, save as DDS. I'm gonna go with method, save, should give us that. Then we need a disk. I just have a blank, it's just one of these turned completely black in paint.net. I'm gonna do that BC7 as well, I think. Let's see, this is BC4U, BC4U, save as DS, disk. Alright, and there is our textures. Hopefully they work and you don't have to go through a bunch of me fixing stuff live. So that's that. And then what else do we have? It's just all the renaming, right? Yeah. Thanks, let me know. Okay. Alright. So we have our textures here. Copy. Drop them in here. View large. Alright, now we need to rename them. So we're going to go back into the pack. And you want to rename them what they're named in here. And you want to make sure that the path is the same. So mine are character, texture, then the texture name. So, boom. Boom. File, character, texture. Alright, so the... why is that AO? I don't know. Alright, specular is our NA. So, grab that, copy, paste. You could just rename them when you save them. I don't. Copy, paste, copy. And I need the MG. Alright, so that's them all renamed. XI here, XI here. Alright, so textures where they are, packs where it needs to be, icons where it should be. So we are good to give this a trial run. Let's change the name to... Alright, let's open up this one. Alright, I'm going to unmount everything. And I'm going to drag this in. And we're going to see what happens. Now, admittedly, this mod manager is still being worked on and updated. So some things do and don't work great. So every other mod I've ran, non-texture or model replacing related, has worked great in this. The model and texture replacing ones have been a bit iffy, but they usually fix stuff pretty quickly. so alright, let's give it a shot and see what happens. And then if they look wrong or funky, we'll swap over to JSON Mod Manager and import them that way. And see how that works. That one has been a bit more stable for mesh texture replacement. But once they get the kinks worked out of it, this will be the best mod loader you can use for this game. Based on the color of the shield, the texture is off. Which I don't think I should be seeing that green. Buster Strike is good though. Yeah, texture is shit off. Let's see what the hell is. It could also just be some stuff messed up from having them in the JSON and not clearing everything properly. There's always different reasons different things could be happening. Alright, so everything is lined up at least. It's got that stuff. But yeah, so we'll swap over to the JSON and grab some textures to update the thing. Alright. Okay, so boom, and this is what happens when you're modding. You have problems, you have errors, things don't work out, and you gotta fix them. Figure stuff out. So unmount files, and delete them all. Alright, let's go to boom, boom, boom. Alright, I know you're working. Drag you in here. Get you working. Actually, let's uninstall everything first, just that way it clears anything else out. Apply, yes, let it run and do its thing. Alright, let's start the game. Let's see how it goes. Still don't seem to be showing right. It's just solid black. Don't know what that's about. It might be the AO, or not the AO, the emissive. Like I said, I haven't messed with emissive stuff at all yet. Install, yes. Get rid of you, yes. Alright, let's try. Just make sure I have the right one. Don't lose it. Don't remember if that's. I'm gonna delete this and let it use the stock one and see what happens. Alright, let's try this again. If this doesn't work, it could be something in the XML. It needs to be modified, shininess, metallic levels, something like that. I'm not great at troubleshooting, so let's see what happens. If anything, it might just be, like I said, the emissive texture. So I haven't done a mod of the emissive texture yet. Working. Oh, the icon is not working either. So there's that. Oh, looks like that fixed something. There we go. Yeah, so the emissive layer is the issue, and we can tweak the metallics and stuff as we need to. As far as I know, this is the closest I am going to get for now. I will just tweak the XML here and there, see if I can figure out what's going on, and if I can't, I will just feed the XML to Grok and let AI try to fix it for me. But yeah, for now, that is that. My guess for the icon not working is that I chose the wrong one. There was the R version, and that's probably the one I need to do. If that's so, I will put it in the thing. Okay, that's all working, that's all good. Fancy. There we go. Oh, I don't have my good boots on. Why not? Alright, so let's see if we can go save. Oh, we don't need a screenshot. I think I got one, but let's make sure. There we go. Alright, accent. Okay. Undo you. Get rid of. Install. Minimize. Alright, files. I think it was R. Right? I wonder if I can find it in here. No, nothing showing for icon in here. Okay. Load up CD Forge. Copy. Rename it to the correct one. See if that swaps it over. While that's doing that, just have Grok do some adjustments. See if he can figure it out for me. So like I said, I'm not the best at figuring out what all this actually means. And how it all works together properly. Alright, got that. I need my pictures, screenshots. Some pictures of it in there. I'm in the wrong. There we go. Alright, is this all good? Yep, this is all good. So, Mesa Ambition. It was underscore R. So, rename this to match. see if that fixes the icon problem at least. Yeah. Yes, let that do its thing. Alright, start. Let's see what happens. This will be the first time I've seen an icon with the R in the name like that, so maybe because it's an emissive file with something with emissive textures, they have different icons. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. Yeah, so it is the R texture that was the problem. So I will work on trying to figure out this spottiness. It's a problem for several people doing replacement mods right now. And if I figure it out, or if Grok tells me the right adjustments to make, so on and so forth, I will put the information in the description of the video. So for now, thank you for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. Like I said, I'm not the best at this. I'm learning as I'm going. When I do mods for other games, which I've mostly ever done for myself, except for Hardware's Legacy. I have 2 mods out for that, but I haven't touched those in a long time. So yeah, when I learn stuff to do stuff like this, I usually stop playing, stop modding, and then forget. And then I have to relearn it all. So if you know a better, faster way, and you don't have time to make a tutorial, or would like to help update the information, send me the information. Either message me here on YouTube, or you can message me in one of my mods on Nexus and get up with me, and I will try to get that information out there for people. The more people that know about this and know how to do it, the faster we'll probably end up learning how to get things done. So thanks, and have a good day.